think the younger guys have really put their hands up. We've played the 3 warm-up games, and I think this last one was probably the better one where things started coming together. I think we let it slip against Boland a bit, but the guys are growing quickly. Like Brocky said, there's a lot of new faces. So, but I mean, they've taken after the first 2-3 weeks, they were on board and they understood which direction we want to go in.
Okay, and then starting with a home game as well. How cool is that to be in front of our fans to start and make a difference?
Yeah, definitely. I think after that we go on the road for 3 weeks, so it's altitude, altitude, altitude. So yeah, hopefully for the lungs it'll be all right. But yeah, I think we are getting quite fit. We're training quite hard, quite a high tempo sort of training. So yeah, it's always nice to play at DHL Stadium. And the faithful always pitch up, so we're excited for that.
Nice one. Okay, guys, if you've got questions, please raise your hands. See Morgan is quick there.
Thanks, Mikey. How's it, Brocky? Brocky, slightly off topic of the opening round of the Currie Cup. Seeing that you've stepped into a coaching role now, and this bloke was also a very good mate of yours, I understand. Was this an agreement between, or a bet between yourself and Scarra Ntubeni to see who's going to play the longest and become a coach first?
Thanks, Morgan. No, definitely not competition. My first scrum session at Stormers was against Skalk, strangely enough, and then he played till 41 and I played till 40. But we didn't have a bet. We'll definitely have a beer when we see each other.
Thanks, Brock.
Thanks, Morgs. Okay, Stephen, you're next.
Thank you very much, guys. How's it going?
Good, and yourself?
Stephen.
All right, Brok, I hope you've been staying fit. Have you guys got any indication yet on who the captain is for the campaign?
I think we're going to confirm that on Friday when we announce the team.
Yes, yeah. Stephen, just on that point, we've got strong leaders. And I personally feel captain's just the guy that literally does the toss. So you've got your line-out leaders that lead the line-out, scrum leaders, and then your general play leaders and defensive leaders as well. So in that, you just pick a guy that has a massive work rate and know all our systems and stuff. So but we'll confirm that on Friday.
Thanks very much. Scarra, the Bulls released an interesting squad this morning, and I think the set phases could be quite interesting, because Marvin did a great job for the Stormers when he was in the Cape, and Lizo is there, I see, and Nama is the captain. So do you think that all those ex-Stormers guys, firstly, just on the set phases, could it be a tough challenge for you guys? And do you think those ex-Stormers guys could sort of bring an interesting dynamic to this game?
Yeah, thanks, Stephen. I think there's definitely a lot of experience and guys that have been here, Junior, Lizo, as you mentioned, and Nama. But I think that's why we train and we do a lot of analysis. We have plans. We've had different plans building up in our warm-up games. We haven't seen anything from their side, but I don't think it's a big thing. I think it's just how we're going to execute on the day. I don't think they'll be looking at what we've done in the past and what we're doing now. So yeah, I don't think it's too much of a big thing. It's just the experience that they do have. Marvin does bring a lot of experience, but Gary's done very well as well, and we've got Alex as well. So I think it's not too much of a big issue.
And Scarra, Mikey mentioned just now, 2012, Currie Cup final, going back all that way. But what is it that you would like on a personal level to achieve still in your career?
I think the goals change all the time. I think I wrote it down when the season started. I think over the years now that are something quite a little bit personal. I think having a son, just him seeing me on the field. I think he watched the Cardiff game, and I think he was too young on my 100th. But yeah, I think the goals change as life goes on, and I think I just want to make those memories with him. I want him to just get a bit older so he can see me on the field and just have those sort of moments with him. And obviously, I think my role in the team was made clear that it's sort of changing. There's a few good youngsters, hookers. So I think if this is my last season, if I can add value with them, Bupa and Bakas, yeah, I think they really good kids, and they've got bright futures. So if I can help them in any way, they're always eager to learn, and they're good guys. So yeah, they're growing very quickly.
And then just how have you as a player found new voices? I mean, in the Currie Cup campaign, I mean, I know that all the guys have been around a bit, but it is a slightly different dynamic in terms of the team management. So have you found that as a player?
Yeah, it's always nice to have different voices. You know, with Coach Brendan, with Brocky, with Dievies. I think they've put a lot of effort into this Currie Cup. I think last year's Currie Cup was a bit of it was a tough season because coaches were coming in and out. But I think the coaches they put a lot of effort. There's a plan. There's been a plan from our first training session. So yeah, I think there's a bit of a more solid base, if I can put it that way. And yeah, this weekend we spent some time together. We played a game on Thursday and had a session on Saturday, and we stayed in a hotel. So I think, yeah, it's nice to have different voices and different types of coaching. And yeah, Brocky and Dievies they play us, so you know they know when to pull back a bit. When Shimmy's around, yeah, we do like 100 scrums a day. Yeah, so there's a positive side to it as well.
Thanks, Mikey. I'm happy to stand back for anyone else. So,
Yeah. Thanks, Stephen. We'll come back to you later. Leeton, you're next.
Hi, Mikey. Thanks a lot. Brocky, hi, Scarra. Hope you guys are well, man.
Good, and you?
Brocky, just for you, if you can let us know, will you have any of your junior Bok guys slotting in this week already, or are you gonna give them a bit of time to celebrate their victory that side?
No, we're gonna give them a little bit of a break. Yeah, I think that was a great occasion, first time in 13 years. So, yeah, well done to them as well. But yeah, the guys that has trained here with us will play. So, yeah, for now, they'll just have a nice recovery week, and then we will reassess injury-wise and how the bodies are next week.
Sorry, last time the junior box one was 2012.
Can see it, yeah.
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 Yep.
Newlands. I mean,
Yes.
Did you have in the Currie Cup that year? Can you remember?
I wonder, province. Yeah.
Good season.
Yeah. Brock, and then just latching on to what you said earlier about some club players, will they be there with you? Is it like a interchange, or have you identified certain players that will be there for the duration of the campaign? And how do you see that working alongside the contracted guys?
Yeah, no, yeah, the guys that we have identified will be part of our campaign till the end. It won't be a thing of in and out. We only need you for 2 weeks kind of thing. Yeah, it's for the whole duration of the Currie Cup. And yeah, they've contributed, they've worked hard, they've been pushing for guys that doesn't have contracts, they've been pushing. So yeah, and there's always a possibility for them to, at the end of the day, play for a contract. So I think there's a lot at stake. But yeah, the main thing is just, yeah, they will be part of our campaign for the whole campaign.
Okay, Mike, I don't know if you are sending something out on the squad, but is there a couple of club names that you can mention, just so that we don't just say this player is, or this is a club player or so?
Maybe just mention a couple that stood up for you.
Yeah, so yeah, we've got Carlo van Geenen. He's a lock that will come in. Erhard is a flanker. De Wet, I don't know. De Wet Marais. He's also playing club. A guy like Brendan Venter. He's also more of a club guy. Yeah, so there's a lot of guys that's coming through the club system.
Scarra, and just for you, please, listening to Brocky, saying that, I know it's been a thing of province where they have looked at the clubs, but also within their contracted structures, but having different players that you, as a senior, have to, I don't want to say look after because you are still playing, but having to guide them also in terms of what Western Province stands for, especially in the Currie Cup, is that sort of something that you also feel responsible for, as one of the seniors?
Yeah, obviously, it does come with that a bit. At the end of the day, it is a prestige. Well, the Currie Cup did take a bit of a dip, but it is the oldest tournament, and there's a lot of history. We went to Newlands, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, just so that the guys, and we had a bit of a history lesson, just so that the guys can actually absorb that they're actually playing for Western Province, and that with all the history, and they should take it quite seriously. And this is something that a lot of them have wanted. They've written down some stuff, and we went through some of their stuff, and a lot of them, this has been a dream come true. So I think for them, it's just to learn as much as they can, and grab hands full the opportunity, because the season goes by so quickly. So yeah, we just encourage them to work hard, make memories, yeah, and have no doubts at the end of the season, or know that they've given it their all.
And then just lastly for you, Scarra, you mentioned Pupa and some of the other guys. Just how great has it been that guys, I don't want to say 10, 12 years your junior, but how great is that pressure been on you, knowing that you are heading towards the end of your career, but you still have that burning sensation to contribute to a successful Currie Cup campaign?
Yeah, I think you do have to sort of accept where you are in your career, and yeah, I knew this probably my last season. I knew it would come, and yeah, I'm really excited for it. I remember my first couple of seasons with Brocky and Tian and them, and just learning a lot from them. And sometimes I was away this weekend, and I bumped into one of the dads, and they were just saying how much they're learning from us. So I think that is also like a nice feeling to know that they actually do listen, and they are learning from us. Even though sometimes it gives me more gray hairs, but it is nice to know that you are adding value. Sometimes you just go through a day and you finish a week, and it becomes monotonous, whatever the word is. But when you do get feedback like that, or when kids or the other guys send you a WhatsApp, listen, how can I work on this? So it is nice to know that you are trying to help, or yeah, you are adding value.
Cool.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you. Last one. Next one is Cole. It's Cole.
Brok, thanks for the opportunity. The Bulls has announced that the URC players are starting pre-season. They won't be using any of the URC players with the Currie Cup, rather pulling up guys from the under-19, under-21 squad. What is Western Province attitudes towards using URC players or not?
No, I don't think, Cole. We also not going to use identified URC players. Yeah, they're also going into pre-season, so we're exactly the same. For us, we don't have a as big squad as the Bulls, so we're also gonna use the previous question, the under-20s, good club players, and then the experienced guys that hasn't played a lot of URC, but there is certain players that has been identified as they need to do a proper preseason for Stormers. So yeah, we won't be using them.
So,
No, but let's say I'm still an up and coming player as well. So yeah.
Brok, with that silver hair, I thought you're going for a new hairdo, but let's leave it at that. So you also see the Currie Cup as a development cup these days?
No, I won't say it's a development, just purely development. I think it's a good platform, like Scat said, Currie Cup with all the tradition and the history behind it. It's really a special competition to play in. So yeah, we're not using it just for development. It's to obviously perform and see if we can obviously do well in the competition.
Appreciate it, gentlemen.
Thanks, Cole. Nathan is next. Yes, Nathan?
Hi, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sorry, I'm at the airport, so it's just a bit loud here. Scat, I'll start with you. Scat, I mean, how are the legs for yourself? Because obviously you haven't had many game time this season, especially in the URC. But how's the body feeling ahead of the Currie Cup?
Yeah, I really wanted to play Currie Cup. As you said, I didn't play much URC. I think I played 5 or 6 games. Yeah, but I felt good. I think I needed a month or two just to be on the field and to train every day. And I think that's been good for me. I played 40 last week and I was all right. So hopefully, yeah, I can't complain and say anything about that because I'm feeling quite good. I'm feeling quite fresh. We've worked quite hard. So yeah, it's nice to have a base as well. You know, I think sometimes in the URC, since I wasn't playing much, I didn't have quite a strong base. And I think now I've been training for about 6, 7 weeks, and I think now I have a bit of a base. And to play 40 and get through it, not easily, but I could get through it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing a lot more and maybe build a base for URC coming up after Currie Cup.
Brocky, for you, obviously you've transitioned fully as a coach now, but how's the experience been now, taking that role as a coach of Western Province?
Yeah, it's obviously a little bit different. You see stuff from the other side on how much work actually goes in behind the scenes. Yeah, but I've been enjoying it, and the guys also that, like I mentioned, all the guys that came in with that open-mindedness really helped me as well. And yeah, we're still growing as a squad, as myself as a coach. So, but yeah, I've loved every moment, and yeah, looking forward to the campaign that's starting.
Finally, if I may, Scat, you spoke about the history of the Currie Cup with the guys. Question for both of you guys. I mean, how special or how are you guys anticipating a big game this weekend against the Bulls? You just talk about the history between the North South Derby with the Bulls.
Yeah, no, it's massive, Nathan. Yeah, I remember my first game against the Bulls. That was in 2006 on Loftus. So yeah, it was just next level. You can't think. You think InterVarsity is big and all this is big, but the North South Currie Cup. No, you can't get bigger than that. Yeah, it's very special. Yeah, I think for the guys that's going to be in the 23, it's going to be a really great experience playing against the Bulls.
And for yourself, Scat?
Yeah, I think obviously North South. It's always got a nice build up to the week.
Yeah.
I actually remember my first one was against Victor and them. I think a lot more Springboks played in the Currie Cup then. Yeah, but his memories, and I think I actually saw a photo of something. I was in an XL jersey then, and now I think I'm in a 3X or 4X. So a lot has changed, but yeah, good memories, and yeah, hopefully we've got a really nice bunch and a really nice energetic group. So hopefully it can also be special for them.
Awesome. Thanks so much and all the best, guys.
Cool, Nathan.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Nathan.
Adnan is next.
Hello guys, yeah, Brok and Scarra. Just a question
Adnan, are
for
you there?
Scarra. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool. How's it, Scarra and Brok?
good,
Just
good.
Scarra, I just wanted to ask you. You mentioned the fact that you've been obviously around a long time, and you also said in the same breath you're up and coming. So this season, you also mentioned that it's your last season. How nice would it be, or cool would it be to obviously win the Currie Cup, seeing that I mean, 2012 was the last time. Like you said, you and Brok were involved, and both you now as coaches. And yeah, and you also spoke about the son. What is your son's name? And how old is
Siabong.
he?
He's 2 years old now. 2 years and 2 months, 3 months.
Okay, so that will be a cool memory for you if you can, if you win the Currie Cup this year. What just how your thoughts on that? Are you guys gonna go all out?
Yeah, I think we always go into a tournament, hopefully trying to win it. And I think I said earlier that there's been a lot of effort into this campaign. So yeah, I think I won 2012 and I think 2015 and 17. 14.
2012, 2014, 2017.
17, yeah. So yeah, it would be nice to add one more, and then I know I'm done. But yeah, Currie Cup always has a special place, especially that first one. I think we hadn't won before that in like 10 years.
Since 2001, yeah.
2001, 11 years. So yeah, I think it will always be special to win a Currie Cup, like I said earlier, with the history, and hopefully have again those memories with my son in the cup or holding the cup or drinking from the cup. Yeah.
Yeah, and just Brok, just the dynamics in the coaching team. Obviously, you will take charge of the forwards, and then Davies is also there, who was also back then, and a guy like Brendan Finter. What does he bring? And obviously with Labib, he's also been around for a while. Yeah, just the dynamics. How will it work? And are you excited about the coaching team?
Yeah, no, very excited. Brendan and Labib brings a lot of experience. Brendan obviously working with Saracens and the Sharks, and really learning a lot from him as well, and just his energy that he brings, and just just being a good rugby brain. So yeah, we're tapping into that. And then Labib as well, putting like head coach, putting everything together, and me and Davies looking after the forwards and backs. So yeah, it's been a good experience, and love working with Brendan and Labib and Davies.
Just lastly on me, why can't Scarra play to your age? Why does he have to stop next year or this year?
No, it's not cast in stone, but yeah, it's just for now. I think yeah, that's what we were talking about. But I think I'll be involved in the URC as well.
Okay. Best of luck, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
Adnan.
thank you.
We've got more questions from Morgan and Nathan. Yes, Morgan?
Thanks, Mikey. Scarra, you guys obviously played the Griquas last week, and that's a team that never takes a warm-up game lightly. For them, it's as if they're playing a final. How much did you guys get out of this game, especially taking into account that your opener is a North-South derby?
Yeah, I think it was gave us a lot of confidence. The Poland game, we made quite a lot of errors. I think this Griquas game, I think we showed a lot of maturity in a week's change. So yeah, and I think I was talking to Coach Brennan. I hadn't beaten Griquas in 7 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I know it's a warm-up game, but yeah, it was quite nice to win against them. And I mean, the Griquas, it's not a Mickey Mouse side. They've played a tournament already. They've spent a lot of time together. They've played a lot of warm-up games. So I think that will give the guys a lot of confidence for us to have a good hit out before the season starts, the campaign starts.
Thanks, Scarra.
Cool, thanks. Nathan is next. Yes, Nathan?
Yeah, sorry guys, just one more. I joined a bit late. I don't know if you guys covered the Bulls obviously named the squad, and one of the former players for Province. I'm sorry again. I'm not sure if it was covered, but Namakaba was named the captain for the Currie Cup side. I mean, just speak about him, playing against him, and obviously him being the player who played for Province.
Yeah, I think like Scat said, Nama is an old Stormer, Junior is an old Stormer, Marvin, Lizo. So there's a couple of them that has been in our environment, but yeah, it's always challenging, and we can just control what we can control, and stick to what we've been training, and yeah, we're looking forward to the challenge.
But can you just speak about Nama? I mean, obviously his leadership abilities or capabilities. I mean, just speak about him as a player.
Yeah, I think Nama is a hard worker. He's always worked hard. He's been unlucky at some points of his career with injury, But yeah, I think he's that type of leader where he's going to lead from front. Yeah, I think he's gotten a lot of respect from his peers in a short period of time at the Bulls. So I'm very happy for him. Yeah, people's paths take different turns, but yeah, he'll always be close to us, and we know he's going to bring it this weekend. Yeah, he never goes into something half-heartedly, so we know he's going to bring it. And I think the other guys who will be playing under him, he's definitely going to inspire them for this campaign going forward.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nathan. Okay, we're back with Stephen to end. Yes, Stephen.
Thanks, Mikey. Brocky, it's interesting earlier that you mentioned it's not just a development competition. So what for you guys would be a successful Currie Cup? Because there's a lot of debate about it, that I think last year people weren't happy with province's performances, but then you see guys like Paul de Villiers and so on come through, and then it gives a different kind of perspective, if you understand what I mean. But what for this year would you think would constitute a successful Currie Cup campaign?
Yeah, Stephen, I think like Scarra mentioned, we've got a good coaching group. There's not coaches coming in and out, so that consistency is important. Club players is here till the end of the campaign, getting their opportunity. So yeah, success is measured in a lot of things, but for our key markers will be that we won't go away. We'll keep on fighting. Yeah, if the results go our way in the way we play, we'll take it. And if not, yeah, the one thing that people out there won't say is like we stop fighting for the jersey. So yeah, I think in terms of that, yeah, I don't know if I answered your question, but yeah, we decided as a group that we'll keep on fighting, whatever comes. Yeah, so if it's reaching semis or not reaching semis, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we're just going to control what we can control.
And within that context, we spoke about the meaning of the North South thing. Brocky, is that something that would mean a heck of a lot to the team? I mean, irrespective of, whether you're club players or whatever, but winning is really important, in a game against the Bulls.
Yeah, Stephen, I think with all the preparation and everything that went in, that will be nice to get the victory. But yeah, I think yeah, they've got a really good side. So yeah, and we will never put a jersey on to lose. So yeah, we're gonna go out there and give it our best, and just do what we trained.
Good, thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Nice one, guys. Thank you so much. We'll catch you later in the week.
Cheers.
Have a good one.
Recording stopped.
Cheers.
Thank you.